to another edition of On Campus here on the Solano College Sports Network. My name is Blake Molina, and today I have a very special guest, forward for the Solano men's Falcons basketball team, Karai Hughes. Appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. So we're going to dig into your Solano career and what's upcoming for you, but I want to start with what your roots are. Where did you play in high school? How did you do? And even before your high school career, if you don't mind elaborating.
All right, I'm gonna started first. I really picked up basketball part when I was around 3. I want to say that's when I really started really getting into it, really playing with it. And I would say growing up, I was playing 3 sports a lot. So for me, I wasn't really sure which sport I wanted to play for real. Then I would say around 5th grade, we on my NJV team. Mm-hmm. I think it was All Stars. I don't remember. We had went to LA and we had won the whole thing. And so that was first time really real winning experience with basketball. So that kind of made me like it a little more. In middle school, I started taking it more serious, and that's when I started really separating myself. And then I'll say going into 8th grade year, I played for this nice AAU team. I show me real talent out there. Mm-hmm. So I knew I had get better. And I would say going into high school, my first high school, I wasn't really fond of the school. My dad wanted me to go there, but I went to Benicia my first 2 years. Played there, played VAR my first year, second year, and then I want to say after that second year, I was looking to transfer somewhere else, more talent. Mm-hmm. But I was trying to go to Berkeley, but it was a little too far for me, so I couldn't really commute to that. And so I ended up choosing Fairfield High because it's basically local. All my friends was there, so you feel me? I'm okay, friends there. Let me go there. First year there. It was cool. We actually had a lot of talent there, and then it was one of them situations how the Lakers is, how you have a whole bunch of talent, but it don't mesh.
It don't work.
Yeah. So for me, that first junior year at Fairfield High, it wasn't really cool. My senior year, I guess you feel me? Because how it really was, all the juniors on the team that year was all we all was connected, and then all the seniors, they wasn't really connected like that, so it messed up our team chemistry. And then after they graduated, and then you feel me, juniors became seniors, that's when we all connected, and we had a better season, went to playoffs. You feel me? So that was better my best year too. That year right there was really
that was your best overall year, you would say?
Yeah, team chemistry wise and
everything. What about for your personal goals? You talked about team and how the chemistry built after those seniors left. What about you personally? Was that for you a good season overall, or did you maybe have a season before that, prior to that, where you thought you were a little better, but maybe it didn't account to wins or something else?
I want to say I was really starting to really do my thing. My sophomore year, that's when I got on the AAU team, and I started to really get recognition. I started getting put in the ranks and everything. And then my junior year, I had off-court issues, so you feel me, it kind of messed with my head that year, so I wasn't really you feel me, really into it. And then my senior year, I was just full locked in.
You were locked in,
yeah. I was locked in, so I had a good year, I want to say. And then basically kind of brought Fairfield back because they was out of playoffs for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's always an achievement, bringing a team success that maybe hasn't seen it, whether it's 2 years or 16 years. Whatever that number may be, it's always good to bring success to that new team and help them kind of get that life back that they might have once had. When you came to Solano, what were kind of your ideas? Were you thinking hoop straight, going to the NBA? Did you have maybe another option besides playing basketball, or just a whole different mindset in general? What was kind of your thought process?
I'm not gonna lie, it was like a long process where Solano was my first option. I actually was at the time I was trying to figure out college to go to. I recently was playing LA at Santa Monica, but that didn't work out. So I ended up basically coming back out here. I set out for a year because of basically junior college where you can't play.
Yeah, the transition thing. I gotcha.
So that year I was sitting out. I was Sac City. COVID hit, so right there I had to sit out another year. Then next year I transferred to Solano to basically play, and then we had to sit out another year. So now it brings us back to where you feel me this year coming around.
Yeah, so you've had a couple years kind of derailed, so now you're looking for that kind of comeback year, so to speak. And from what it sounds like, you're hungry. You have the the accolades to kind of back it up. what are you kind of looking forward to maybe doing differently that you haven't done previously for the Falcons this season, if you get that opportunity?
If I do, I want to say probably get more in actual like real shape for real. I would say try to at least actually be on the court for my team so I can actually help us win. And I would say basically just try basically just do better than we did last year.
Yeah, I'm sure you and the whole team kind of want to forget last season, but it is a new season. You get to start fresh. It's like a fresh new start. And we saw glimpses of you last season. For me, what I saw, you were that two-way player where you did it on the offensive end, but you also picked up the slack and you could do it on the defensive end. You know, so I'm hoping to see that from you, and I'm sure we are going to see that from you. But switching gears from basketball, was there anything else maybe that brought you to Solano? Was there maybe like something kind of that caught your mind, like a certain class to kind of help you build maybe something else, another career, or maybe you have a pathway and you're kind of still kind of paving it?
Well, I can say this. Only reason I came to Solano because one of my friends was coming here, so I was like, okay, cool, somebody's here I know, and it was local. So like at like my previous colleges, I would always commute at least like 20, 30 plus minutes. So like from go to school or like first like reaching my first college I went to, it took an hour because of traffic.
Yeah.
So I was tired of it, so I was like something local was cool.
Yeah, it's nice to have a local college. I mean, you know, depending where you're from, even in the Fairfield-Vacaville area, if you have to go out to Vacaville, I mean, and Fairfield back and forth, it's 15, 20 minutes without traffic. What else besides basketball, though? Is there anything else? Are you mainly just a basketball person? Do you have any kind of other hobbies maybe you're kind of working on the side and you hope that can kind of, you know, you can build something on?
I'll say hobbies-wise, because I kind of want to be an entertainer. I've been basically, I'll make music. I'll basically do a couple things like that. I'm trying to get into acting, so so I'm basically trying to take classes with that, see how that's gonna go for me, see if I can really like it.
Gotcha. Going real quick with the acting, have you any experience in that at all? Like any, like just from maybe a YouTube video or something a little higher, music video, anything, guest appearances, or is that kind of still in the works?
Nah, I thought with the acting part, I want to say I'm not really like too much experience. I did like a couple like short, like not short films, but like things back in high school, but it was not serious.
Yeah.
And I would say like going forward, I want to actually learn how to like do scripts and like actually learn scripts.
Oh, okay.
So like basically like based on like basically being in movies, TV shows and stuff. So I'm trying to like get my experience up with that. So then when I do go to shows or I just talk about auditions, I'll be prepared.
Would you be interested in actually like writing the scripts?
Nah.
Are you saying? Oh, you're doing like actually. Gotcha.
Like you know, I remember the lines.
Gotcha. Going through them. Okay. And then, so kind of where this leads me now, kind of my final question is, you know, we've talked about kind of your athlete background and stuff. What are you looking for in this class? Is there something, you know, does this class maybe give you another option beyond college? Is this just for just taking it because maybe something else, kind of a driving force of any type?
Honestly, I just want to like basically learn something new. So just like one class I want to learn. I basically want to be like a jack of all trades. Like, I want to learn like a lot of stuff. Yeah. So you feel me? Like this one class right here, I was like broadcasting seemed cool. I want to, you feel me, trying to see what it is like behind the lens, see what the world's like, try to see how it would be like, say if I want to do a podcast or anything in the future, I know how to work certain things. Yeah, one of my favorite things too, and you know, if I do make it in the broadcasting scene, my thing is I like athletes that kind of transition to the booth. I'm not going to be that. I'm not some crazy good athlete. I played sports, I understand the game, but I'm not, you know, I'm not making that transition. I think if you do decide to do something like that, I think it would be a good and smooth and easy transition for you, and you should definitely look into it. I know I'd like to have you in the broadcast, even if it's for one quarter of basketball or something, just something short to kind of talk to you about it, a little insight on the season type thing. That is all for today. Thank you, Karai Hughes, for joining me today. This has been another edition of On Campus on the Solano College Sports Network. My name is Blake Molina. Thank you.